Test.
He said I didn't sign everything.
Behold, how good and how pleasant it is that we are together on this Shabbos.
Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. 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 Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad.
Shabbat Shalom. And welcome to our annual new member Shabbat. Woohoo! And it's not just any Shabbat, not just new member Shabbat, but it's chocolate oneg Shabbat. Just saying. Just saying. What a special evening. Just what we all need right now in this unbearable weather that we're all living through. It reminds me of, I don't know if you remember this, a few years ago that they were talking about the storms of California, and they showed a picture of someone's backyard and their launch chair. Right? Was just over a little bit. The great storms of California, yeah. But for some of you, you know what happens. People don't know really how to drive very well in the rain, as some of you experienced getting here. So I know there were some accidents, but you're here. Let's take a breath. It's so nice to be together. We have a synagogue that's made up of amazing people, and we're so glad those of you that are new to our synagogue will be part of that amazing group. But our leadership is really quite special. And I'd like to invite two people up to lead us in the lighting of candles that really are instrumental leaders in so many ways. And that is our Vice President of Membership, the one and only Rochelle Vogler, who's done so much. Our Membership Chair, the one and only Shirley Lee, to lead us in the lighting of the Shabbat candles.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled the light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Now that we've welcomed Shabbat, I invite you to welcome the person next to you. Wish them a Shabbat Shalom. Maybe introduce yourself to someone you don't know. Wish them a Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Good Shabbos, everyone.
Good Shabbos. Shabbat Shalom.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Lechu neranena, l'Adonai nariah, letzor yish'enu. Letzor yish'enu, lechu neranena, l'Adonai nariah, letzor yish'enu, letzor yish'enu, lechu neranena, l'Adonai nariah, letzor yish'enu, letzor yish'enu, lechu neranena, l'Adonai nariah, letzor yish'enu. Letzor yish'enu, nekadma fanav, betoda, bizmirot nariah lo. Nekadma fanav, betoda, bizmirot nariah lo. Lechu neranena, l'Adonai nariah, letzor yish'enu. Letzor yish'enu, lechu neranena, l'Adonai nariah, letzor yish'enu, letzor yish'enu, nekadma fanav, betoda, bizmirot nariah lo, nekadma fanav, betoda, bizmirot nariah lo. Lechu neranena, l'Adonai nariah, letzor yish'enu, letzor yish'enu, lechu neranena, l'Adonai nariah, letzor yish'enu, letzor yish'enu. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Woo!
Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Hishmi'anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, l'shem ha'tiferet v'litila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, p'nei Shabbat nekabela. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, 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 שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
We continue with the Chatzi Kaddish.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי, בהמליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בגלה, בגלה, ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה. תושבחתה ונחמתה, תמירן בעלמא, ואמרו amen.
I invite you, if you're able to please rise for a call to worship. Baruch Hu. Please be seated.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, אשר בדברו מעריב ערבים, בחמוך פותח שערים, ובגבונה משנה עתים, ומכיר עיר הזמנים, ומשתי עיר הכוכבים. משמרתים ברך כצלונו, ברים ים ולילה, גליל או מפני חושך, וחושך מפני אור, ומביא יום ומביא לילה, ומבדל בין יום ובין לילה. אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וחום, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני המרים ערבים.
This is an hour of change. Within it, we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over?
This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai hamaraviv aravim.
As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha afta, Amcha afta. Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta, otanu limadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu v'shochbeinu uvkumeinu nasiach bechukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha uv'mitzvotecha leolam va'ed ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem nege yomam balayla nege yomam balayla ve'ahavatcha al tasir mimenu leolamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Let us take a deep breath in and exhale out. Another deep cleansing breath in as you breathe in that sense of shalom. And exhale out, Mishagas.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha u'bechol nafshecha u'bechol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha veshinantam levanecha v'divarta bam v'shivtecha beveitecha uvlechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, liot lachem le'elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem, Emet.
You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions which I charge with you this day, and press them upon your children. Recite them when you at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up.
Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and be holy to your God. I am Adonai, your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai, your God.
Adonai Elohim Mehmet.
In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth, the high heavens. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for a day and a nation to be one in one piece. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores.
Ya ba ba bim bidi bum, ya ba ba bim bum. Ya ba ba bim bidi bum, ya ba bim bum. Ay 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 ay, ya ba bim bum. Ay 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 ay, ya ba bim bum. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi kamocha netar b'kodesh, norati lo dosefele, norati lo dosefele, ma'alechutecha ra'u vanecha, bokei ayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, Ze'elianu ve'amru, Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed, Ya ba ba bim bidi biddy bum, ya ba 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 bim bum. Ya ba ba bim biddy bum, ya ba 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 bim bum. Ay, ya ba 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 bim bum. Ay, ya ba 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 bim bum. ונאמר, כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
Let there be love and understanding among us, that peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu, Leshalom. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu, Leshalom. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu, Leshalom. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת בדורותם ברית עולם, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
We now continue the central portion of our worship with our tefillah. I invite you, if you're able to, if you feel like it, to please rise. And a good reminder to please silence your cell phones now.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chastei Avot V'Imahot, U'Mevi Ge'ula Livnei V'Nehem, L'Ma'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayei HaKol atah Rav Lehoshia, Mashiv HaRuach U'Morid HaGashem, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayei HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim, U'Matir Asurim, U'Mekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Bal Gevurot, U'Mido Melach, Melech Memit U'Mechayeh, U'Matzmiach Yeshua, V'Ne'eman atah leHachayot HaKol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yehalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
Please be seated.
Days pass and the years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. God, fill our eyes with seeing and our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see wherever we gaze that the bush burns unconsumed, and we, clay touched by God, will reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder, "How filled with awe is this place, and we did not know it." Blessed is the Eternal One, the Holy God, Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. And may all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh HaShabbat.
You are with us in prayer, our love and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai, she'elcha levadcha birya na'avod.
God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulcha ne'ach lahodot.
Excellent. His assistant. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised art you, eternal one, who blesses our people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, Mavarach et Amah Yisrael Bashalom.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. ברוך אתה אדוני המברך את עמו ישראל ואת העולם. Shalom.
This week's Torah portion is from the book of Exodus. It's titled Bo. It's actually a very intense portion in a lot of ways. We are in the middle of the narrative of the plagues. And last week we went through quite a few of them. This one, though, features, I think, one of the most intense ones, at least according to the rabbis. From chapter 10, verse 23 of the book of Exodus, we learn about the darkness plague. It was so thick a person could not see his brother, and for 3 days no one could rise from where he was, but all the Israelites enjoyed light in their dwelling, quote unquote. Egyptians are literally weighed down by the darkness. And there's a lot of midrashim stories on this. The rabbis really lean into this idea. And the darkness is so oppressive that they're not even able to see members of their own family, their own loved ones. It is so dark for them. And the rabbis believe that the dwelling of the Egyptian dwellings were places that were dark, obviously, and the Israelites had light. But the purpose of the light may be different than what you think. The rabbis said the light was really there so that the Israelites could see that they weren't the only ones that were victimized by Pharaoh. So were the Egyptians. That they needed to be able to see the Egyptians for who they really were, that they were a people also oppressed, just as the Israelites were. Does that ring a bell? Scary almost, right? That's exactly what we're dealing with right now. And I think for us, and at least for me, I'll share my opinion, there is no joy in the loss of a life in Gaza. There's no joy in this. There's tremendous darkness there. And there's no doubt about that. And we're hurting. And yet, we hear genocide. We hear these words. Every day, we lose a member of the IDF. Every day. And a big part of what we're losing are having our soldiers in a situation where they are trying the best that they can to protect civilian life, even at their own cost. Truth be told, that's not the way the world wants to portray this. We are just going to be viewed as we are. I don't need to tell you how we're viewed. You see it as I do. But we are not going to lose sight of the darkness we are seeing. As much as the world may throw its anti-Semitism at us, its anti-Zionism and anti-Israel sentiment at us, we are not going to lose sight that in the end, this is people about people. It's all about people. And we're not going to rejoice in the death of anyone. Having said that, the darkness comes from Hamas for the Palestinians. And so I appreciate the fact that against what the world may say, Israel's standing up for the light. And to be a light unto the nations means that we not only have to protect ourselves and our people, but we have to help the Palestinians as well. That's part of this equation. There is no peace unless there is a two-state solution. There is no peace unless we can look into the eye of the other and see the presence of God within them. So this plague is absolutely pertinent for us right now. Because I don't feel the light right now. I don't know if you do. I'm not feeling a lot of light. I'm feeling the darkness as well. It feels like we're in darkness a bit. But if we look within, and if we remember that we have each other, there's light. And I have hope, tremendous hope, that that light will consume the darkness. So let's take a deep breath. And let's remember that we can see in this darkness as we pause in silent reflection.
יהיו לרצון אמרי פי והגיון ליבי לפניך יהיו לרצון אמרי פי והגיון ליבי לפניך Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri vegoali. Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri vegoali. Iyu leratzon imre fi והגיון ליבי לפניך יהיו לרצון אמרי פי והגיון ליבי לפניך אדוני צורי אדוני צורי אדוני צורי וגואלי Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri vegoali. Yiyu leratzon imre fi, vegion libi lefanecha. Yiyu leratzon imre fi, vegion libi lefanecha. Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri vegoali. Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri vegoali.
We now focus our energies toward those who are ill and need of healing. The illness may be a physical one, maybe a mental one, or a spiritual one. On this Shabbat, we think of Seth Ammerman, Janet Agrovich, Sally Amarendez, Chana Bat Miriam, Bobby Barco, Bob Bell, Robert Berg, Ira Berkowitz, Dr. Arnold Berliner, Sandy Beinstock, Pauline Bronstein, Carol Brindell, Francie Brown, Rich Burns, Ina Bruns, John Castro, Melissa Champer, Chu Chi, Talia Sorowski, Bonnie Coleman, Deanna Courtwright, Rita Dempsey, Ellen Dover, Toby Ellman, Henry Hansen, Jenna Fishoff-Hyman, Ruth Fox, Carolyn Franklin, Holly Fugit, Marilyn Fuller, Roberta Gabriel, Josie Garcia, Marcia Gieser, Charlene Griffin, Jack Huff, Olivia Hand, Avram Harris, Linda Harris, Sharon Jackson, Jennifer Johnson, Rolando Johnson, Mimi Jones, Sylvia Karp, Evelyn Katz-McCosker, Carol Lesage, Carol Lerner, Jackie Levinson, Bobby Lotman, Austin Lucero, Janice Lucero, Maureen McIntyre, Stephen Marceri, Rich McCarthy, Scott McCaslin, Nick Murphy, Barbara Wanamaker-Neiman, Naomi Nakamo Matsumoto, Glenn Overstreet, Gilbert Palazzo, Melanie Pearson, Barry Pinsley, Alice Pons, Sherry Prezant, Stephanie Rasmussen, Ramon Rivas, Linda Rogers, Julius Rodriguez, Eva Rose, Lois Starr, Daryl Sanchez, Laura Sanders, Victoria Schneider, Norma Slavitt, Laura Sepulstra, Jonathan Stern, Margie Stein, Carol Turnbull, Donna Thyman, Gina Thrower, Eleanor Williams, Sue Witten, Eileen Wong, Monica Wiley, Yaakov Ben Ada, Brandon Yarkin, Megan Young, Rich Zeberger, Tammy Ziegelhofer. If you wish to add a name to our healing list, I invite you to raise your hand. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We wish upon all those we mentioned and those who remain unnamed refuah shlema, a speedy and complete recovery as we join together in Misha Berach.
Misha Berach Avotenu, Avraham, Yitzchak, v'Yaakov. Misha Berach Imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, v'Rachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Bless us with the power of your healing. Bless us with the power of your hope. May our hearts be filled with understanding and strengthened by the power of your love. Misha Berach Avotenu, Avraham, Yitzchak, v'Yaakov. Misha Berach Imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, v'Rachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well.
And it's now time for announcements. I'd like to call upon your president and mine, the one and only David the Man Hyman.
Wow, how do I follow that? Shabbat Shalom. Thank you very much for that wonderful introduction, Rabbi. It is my pleasure to welcome you to our new member Erev Shabbat service led by Rabbi Dana Magat and Cantor Shafritz. Please join us after the service in the Temple House for Kiddush, Hamotzi, and Oneg. Tonight's special chocolate Oneg, I love chocolate, is sponsored by the membership committee. Yes, way to go, membership committee. More on them later. First, I would like to welcome all of our new members and their buddies, and more on the buddy system in a minute, And if you feel comfortable, I would like to have all of the new members please stand.
Keep standing. You have to have a little torture, come on. So I'm going to invite the congregation to please lift your hands as we have the opportunity to bless you as you've blessed us with your presence and being part of our family. May God bless you and may God keep you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka.
May God's radiance shine upon you and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
And may God always be a source of strength, of wholeness, completeness, and peace in your life. And just remember, you have all of us now as part of your family. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, on with the announcements. We hope to see you tomorrow afternoon for our 2020 renovation celebration and dedication at 2:30. It will be an amazing event bringing together members, friends, and city dignitaries to celebrate our beautiful new grounds. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m., join us for a multi-synagogue Texas Hold'em poker night at Temple Sinai to raise money for Magen David Adom in Israel. Buy-in will be $75 with rebuy's. Please see our website for more information. On Sunday, beginning at 9:30, we are honored to host Congresswoman Zoe Lofgren as our Sunday speaker. On Tuesday, January 23rd, join the rabbi for his weekly Zoom chat at noon. Then, at 7 p.m., don't miss a fascinating zigzag Zoom talk on the mysteries of ancient Egypt, led by our very own Shirley Lee. On Thursday, enjoy Zoom Bingo with Sisterhood at 7 p.m. Our next Shabbat in Nature will be on January 27th. In honor of Tu B'Shvat, we will be appreciating trees during our clergy and docent-led hike around Horseshoe Lake at the Skyline Ridge Open Space Preserve. On January 28th, also in honor of Tu B'Shvat, the next Jubilee event will be a sensory experience called Longing for the Fruit of the Land. It will run from 10 a.m. to 2 at the Levy campus. K through 7 kids are invited from 9:30 until noon for special learning sessions led by all our religious school teachers. Look for registration information online. On Sunday, February 4th, from 5 to 8, our klezmer corned beef and knishes deli night should be delicious and entertaining. Yeah, lots of pickles, lots of pickles. Homemade by one of our new congregants. Well, by everybody, but he led it all. I mean, he's the pickle man. Come on. Picklers. Last year was amazing, and we're expecting version 2.0 to be amazing as well, so don't miss out. Normally, our fourth Friday night service is a Shabbat at home. However, in honor of Shabbat Shirah, the Shabbat we read from the Song of the Sea, the January 26th Friday night service will be in person. We hope to see you here then for a lovely musical Kabbalat Shabbat at 6:30 p.m. Now, I want to take this opportunity to thank the membership committee for their amazing work that they have done, led by led by amazing people, Rochelle Vogler put together this program with her committee. And I mentioned we've got a buddy program now where members of the board are assigned to the new members of the congregation to kind of help them out and guide them through the temple. Over the last 12 months, we've had 27 families join our temple community. That is the absolute lifeblood of this congregation, and I absolutely want to thank Rochelle and her committee. And are there any buddies here tonight? Will the buddies please stand up and be recognized? Look at those buddies, they're amazing. Thank you very much. And with that, I wish you a Shabbat Shalom.
We're really excited to see you back here next week for that Shabbat Shirah service that David mentioned. It will be not just any musical Kabbalat Shabbat service, but we're going to have our Ruach Shabbat band, our adult choir, our youth choir, our mazel tones, a couple of our teens. It's going to be a big musical celebration Shabbat. So I really hope to see you there. We've been working hard. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope to see you in a week.
And we continue with Elenu. Please rise if you are able.
Aleinu leshabeach la'adon hakol, latet gedula leotzer breshit, shehu noteh shamayim v'yoser haaretz, hu moshavir karo b'shamayim hima'al, ushchinatu zo begovhei meromim, hu Eloheinu ein od, va'anachnu korim, ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
It is our minhag, our custom here at Temple Emanu-El, upon hearing the name of your loved one, as we're reading the yahrzeit list, to stand as a sign of love and grief for that person, and to remain standing till all the names on our yahrzeit list have been recited. Then together we'll all rise. On this Shabbat, we are mindful of those that are grieving the Shiva, the first week of mourning for Meyer Goldberg, brother of Sura Wiener, as well as those IDF soldiers that died this week. We also think of those that are grieving the Shloshim, the 30-day period of mourning for Judith Schwartz, as well as the IDF soldiers who've died this month. We as well think of those that are grieving the Shana, the first year of mourning, as we think of all those murdered on October 7th, as well as we think of our loved ones, Evan Aronoff, Shelley Aronowitz, Mark Atlas, Sally Colby, Laura Danoff Robinson, Lucille Delman, Jenny Deshotsky, Edith Donath, Ingrid Eisenstein, Professor David Ellenson, Daniel Ellsberg, Mary Gold, Natalie Goldman, Bobby Gornberg, Justin Gross, Lily Hannon, Marilyn Hanloff, Roosevelt Hoover, Helen Ibsen, Young Kim, Daniel Long, Nancy Markham, Marion Mates, Maria Bitta McClure, Bishop P.J. McGraw, Ken Nist, Carolyn Offenhartz, Bradley Parkins, Deanna Marie Pender, Bill Poor, Heidi Preston, Perry Perwin, Harriet Reisner, Dr. Lawrence Ross, Janessa Schwartz, Joan Singer, Guy Stern, Marcia Thaves, Wells Wagner, Sherman Zell. We also think of the following yahrzeits we observe on this Shabbat as we think of Edward Jacob Abelson, Jewel Altman, Leah Kahn Lapidus, Leela Cohen, Michael Bernard Ellman, Goldie Epstein, Sam Epstein, Leon Edis, Sam Fishback, Stuart Gans, David Goldberg, Cynthia Heerwagen, Lena Heller, Grace Evelyn Hoffman, Eric Hoffman, Nella Hoffman, Louis Howard Katz, Irvin Katz, Helen Kidder, Sam Covenant, Martin Kriesman, Edith Krulan, Sarah C. Landau, Gertrude Leiter, Mary Leone, Marion Suni Levin, John Lukes, Helen Malek, William Medeiros Sr., Stephen Penner, Mildred Phillips, Alyssa M. Powell, Victor Ratner, Samuel Rubin, Eileen Rudin, Leon Shear, Joseph Schwartz, Harriet Siegel, Max Siegel, Arnold Schaffritz, Bruce Summer, David Summer, Howard Steiner, Maurice Tucker, Harold Unger, Molly Wasserman, Miriam Winter, Gertrude Wolf, Rose Zabinski, Lola Zeidenweber. Zichronam livracha, may all the memories of our loved ones endure as a blessing as we all rise to recite together the ancient words of our mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shmei rabba, ve'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malachutei, v'chayechon of yomechon, uv'chayed d'chol beit Yisrael, b'agalav uzman kariv imru, amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach, le'alam olmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudesha b'richu, Le'elam miko birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'miran be'elma v'imru, amen. Yehei shlomo rabba mishamaya, v'chayim aleinu v'akol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'akol Yisrael v'imru, amen. Please be seated. I want to thank all those that participated in our service. Thank you for all the readers, and thank you for my special presser of the button. Well done.
Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, ve'imru, amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam.
Shabbat shalom, and we'll meet you in the Temple House for our very special oneg.